Well, hello there. Welcome back, you awesome mother truckers. We're back for another exciting episode of What the Hell Is He Doing in the Garage Today?
Mud on the tires, what's on the road? We are off-road truckers.
Somebody, KEMIMOTO, sent me another package to unbox, install, and review for you guys. Now, as usual, I'm honest, and I'll let you guys know exactly how I feel about it. Little hint as to what it is right there. A little roof fan. As we pulled it out, quite a bit of hardware. Fuses, bolts, nuts, clamps, other clamps. All right, let's cut the tape up there. And let's slide this out. What's up? Oh, and tools to complete the job. Holy smokes. That is serious. Look at that. So you got dome lights, rocker switches, you got LED lights out here that are RGB, and you got your fan controls right here. Those are pretty serious. It looks like you can move the fans back and forth if you want. A lot more heavy duty than I thought. That thing is pretty sweet. She's unboxed. All your hardware, tools, brackets, nuts, fuses, bolts, more hardware, more hardware. Ta-da! And I didn't anticipate it being as firm as it is, as stout as it is. Alright, let's get this bad boy installed. Alright, so let's start this out. Got your instructions, your manual, all your piece count. It says installation time 15 minutes. They always say that. It's always wrong. Always takes longer, especially when you're recording. Part 1. Before installation, you need to remove the vehicle's roof. We're not doing that because my roof is a pain in the ass to remove. But we should be able to sneak the clamps around everything, so I'm not so worried about that. So we need all the brackets, which we have right here. And these go like this, and these go over top of that, like that, I believe. As you can see here, you need screws, and these have a nut on them already. So these come up from below. As you can see, there are holes here. And you want to tighten them to where they're on there, but that's it. You don't want to tighten any further than that because you need to be able to adjust these brackets in and out because your roof is going to be a different size than my roof and the next guy's roof. So tighten them down pretty close, but allow movement. So do this 4 more times and make sure the nuts go up. You gotta find the hole, put it up through, and voila. So the Can-Am Commander throws a lot of heat through the gear shifter. So I've actually been eyeing these fans up for a long time, and there's a few people that made them, but they were super expensive. And I always wondered, how do they actually move air if they're up against the roof? So when you actually look at the brackets on these things, they're pretty ingenious. How they drop down, but also allow you to adjust for certain machines. KEMIMOTO definitely had their thinking caps on for this one, and I'm excited to try them out. The next step is to install the clamps on the roll cage. Now it gives you the option of putting foam over around the roll cage. I'm not gonna do that because I already have, I'm not worried about my cage getting scratched up or whatever. I beat the crap out of this thing, so it doesn't matter to me. We are gonna have to use the bigger clamps because I don't have round roll cage. I have what I think they call A-frame or A-tube. So we won't be able to use the small ones. This is going to be a little bit different, or a little hard to get the content of doing this. I'm also going to ask my wife to help me, so that way we can do this and hold it up at the same time. So right now, like I said on the Commander, they got the thicker roll cages, which is like a cage or something like that. So I'm getting an idea of where I want this thing to be. We loosened up the roof. So I measured the distance between the brackets, and I'm going to kind of roughly put these in where that would be. Again, with this thick roll cage, these bigger brackets are just barely enough to get around it. So we're going to have to make do with them. They should cinch closed once I get impact on them. So everything should be okay. Okay, so we have a rough idea that we want it about right here, because this is where our heads are going to be. My roof is super sloped, so we want it a little bit further ahead of us. So I got one clamp in right here. So outside, second clamp. Of course, it's going to go right in the center where we got another bolt holding it down. See this weld line? Right there's that weld line's where we want the other clamp. So because of my roof right here with that screw line, we're going to have to bring it back a little bit. So we're looking at, I got to move this one down about an inch. That was pretty simple. Okay, so if you don't have a hand, or somebody to give you a hand, good luck. Huh?
Your brackets are...
Yeah, it's too long. Hold on. Drop it. It's too fat for inside of our cage. Too long for inside of our cage. So as we were trying to put the brackets up on the cage, we could only get 3 out of the 4 to actually sit on the cage properly. At first, I thought it was a problem with the fan or the brackets. I moved the brackets around a little bit and was still coming up with the same problem. After thinking about it, I realized I am terribly rough on my machine and it has been laid over on its side. So I came up with the conclusion the fan should fit properly, but my cage is actually tweaked or twisted and out of alignment. So I ended up having to get the Sawzall and cutting part of the bracket that wouldn't go in off so it would sit in. You shouldn't have this problem unless you're hard on your machine like me. Now you got it set, you got to set it on this channel right here. Now that you got that, you need your bolt and your nut, and you're going to go ahead and bolt this up, back up through itself. Tighten that down on each clamp. There you go. This side. There we go. So they suggest you take your roof off. Mine's kind of a pain in the ass to take off, so I didn't take it off. But allow me to tell you, this will be a whole lot easier if you took your roof off. Even if you just take the first half off, if you have a 4-seater. So it should. You see your bolt right here? And then there's a nut on top if you can see it. You'll tighten those down and then you'll tighten these down. You'll do the same on the other side. Okay, fan. Obviously you don't watch off-road truckers videos because I don't get beat. I beat things. You thought you were going to be difficult? I introduced you to the Sawzall. And the Sawzall made you its bitch. Got to get the clamps on this side. This is going to be the difficult part with what I just did there. Okay. We got everything hooked, connected. Now the first thing to do is tighten these down once you get it side to side where it needs to be. And it looks pretty even to me. We're even this way, we're even this way. So we're gonna go ahead and start tapping these in. Now my suggestion that I always give you guys, don't use power tools on these because these Allen head bolts strip out super easy. I've learned my lesson. Obviously not, because here I still am. But be gentle. Okay, so we're going to tighten them down on this side also. Remember, be gentle. Or just don't use power tools.
Oh, how'd that happen?
Okay, now we got those. We need to get these clamps. Oh. They did give us a wrench. See, this is probably another point as to why they tell you to take the roof off. They did give you a wrench to hold on to the nuts, but there's not a lot of space up there. So we're gonna have to, the instructions probably told you to put the bolt down and then you can hit it from the top. But again, we didn't take the roof off because my roof's a pain in the ass. There we go on that one. Can you help me get my arm out? Thank you.
Welcome.
Alex. Two different sizes of shock bolts Can-Am has. Don't ask me why. The top one's a different. Actually, the bolt is the same size on both, but the nut on the top one is a different size. Now that I thought about that, that might be because did I have to put in a different bolt with the cubic dollar 2-inch lift?
I think so.
That might be why. On to the other side.
Link Mountain. Oh.
Everything's tightened up. Now we got to run the wires to the battery. I would much prefer to run them to my accessory block up here, but I have way too many things up there, and also the connections that they put on the wiring are way too big for that accessory block. I don't feel like going through all the trouble of changing them out, so we're going to run it directly to the battery. So we're taking the time to run this up under the roof, between the roll cage and the roof, loosening the roof so that way we can run it up underneath and keep it hidden. And then we're going to come down the back roll cage down to the battery, because my battery's behind my driver's side rear seat, so it should keep it somewhat hidden. Obviously you can run yours however you want. I'm always very particular about running my wires so they're hidden. We will check back in once we're connecting the battery. So enjoy this time lapse of us running the wire. All right, now, like I said, we loosened the roof, ran everything down through here, so nobody could see anything. Our next object, connecting it to the battery. So join me down here. All you gotta do is loosen up your screw on your battery, because they gave you the U connections. So we could just slide, hopefully everything works out correctly or good. We can literally just slide. Should be able to slide this right underneath everything onto the bolt. There we go. And then tighten it down. There you go. Same thing on the positive side. Loosen that bish up. And then hopefully, this is the nice part about them putting the U connections on there. So now I can just slide that right under there. Tighten it back down. Shock yourself a little bit. Makes it a little more exciting. And voila. If you did everything correctly, you should have power. Let's get the seats back in, and then we're going to test this bad mammer jammer and see how much air she really blows. simple, super awesome, and the fans work great too. And even better yet, are you tired of not being able to find something in your buggy?